What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlemania here, back with some more news. Join us now as we look at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including is Rock and Roman happening in 2026? A superstar disappearing from WWE? Is Hook headed to WWE? A former WWE champ returning soon? Another Uncle Howdy clue? Akebono rest in peace, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new videos on Wrestlelamia XL. Now let's see the intro and get straight into our first story. Our first story looks at, will fans see The Rock vs Roman soon? On top of today's news, there's the question of when fans will see The Rock vs Roman Reigns. The dream match has been discussed for years, but up until recently, it seemed like it might not happen. However, things changed overnight when The Rock signed a deal to serve as TKO Holdings board member, and he was positioned into a match against Roman Reigns at Wrestlemania after Cody Rhodes handed his Wrestlemania match to The Rock. While there was a slight change of plans, fans are curious when the final boss will square off against the head of the table. According to Dave Meltzer, that match may not take place for a long time. Meltzer wrote in the Wrestling Observer newsletter that, under normal circumstances, I think that Roman will be back until the build for SummerSlam anyway. Rock in his promo made a mention of Rhodes vs Reigns being over, but one would think that would be his most logical return match. While nothing is official, Rock vs Reigns would figure to be Mania 2026, but anything that far out would be subject to a million different unforeseen things that could change it. The big question is how many matches The Rock can work over the next year. The final boss told Cody and the fans on Raw that he was going away for a while, but just when he can return is the million-dollar question. Dwayne Johnson has 2 pictures to shoot in the near future, and it's unknown whether he'll have time to wrestle. The WWE seems to be prioritizing The Rock's appearances based on what is seen as the maximum return for his appearance. In this case, The Rock vs Cody appears to be a big money draw, and judging from the heat the two had during the build-up to WrestleMania 40, it's a no-brainer. However, if The Rock can work one more match in the near future, will the WWE want to do 2 Rock vs Cody matches, or one against Cody and one against Roman? Fans will be curious over how the WWE builds The Rock vs Roman, as well as whether Reigns is going to continue as the head of the bloodline or go off into his own. With rumors of Jacob Fatoon joining the bloodline if and when he joins the WWE, then they may feel he has more money to make off the Anoa'i family saga. Next up, cancel plans for Stone Cold Steve Austin at WrestleMania. And whilst The Undertaker and John Cena showed up to help Cody Rhodes win the Undisputed Championship with interference from The Rock, plans were supposed to be a little bit different. In fact, the Wrestling Observer newsletter reported that Stone Cold Steve Austin was supposed to be in The Undertaker's place at WrestleMania, presumably stunning The Rock, but Austin and WWE couldn't reach an agreement on pay. It's such a shame, as that would have been a huge pop. Would you have liked Stone Cold to have appeared? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, Drew disappearing from WWE. Is the WWE slowly taking Drew Gulak out of the picture? Well, as mentioned earlier, Gulak was noticeably absent on NXT, and now Fightful Select is reporting on the steps that suggest Gulak could be gone from the WWE. As noted by many during last night's NXT, No Quarter Catch Crew's Titantron was changed to omit Gulak's name. Fightful Select's Corey Brennan is told that it is a relatively easy change to make, and that the choices to use Charlie Dempsey's music was also an intentional one. Gulak came under fire after Ronda Rousey accused him of grabbing a sweatpants drawstring, and how she later confronted him about it. He didn't deny the incident happened, but claimed it was just an accident. According to Fightful, the WWE also took other steps concerning him. Fightful's Corey Brennan has learned that over WrestleMania weekend, Gulak was pulled from several appearances. Most notably, Gulak was removed from his seat at the Hall of Fame after a producer noticed he was in attendance and in close proximity to someone close to Rousey's inner circle of friends. The Hall of Fame story is sure to raise eyebrows, but there's more to it, as it seems like Gulak is being phased out. Fightful noted, Gulak was also not listed for the show on the internal rundowns, nor was he seen backstage at the taping on Tuesday. It was also noted that there was not to be any mention of Gulak on NXT last night. Sean Ross Sapp has also been told that there are no creative plans for Gulak at this time. As we suggested earlier this week, they may be investigating Rousey's claim and waiting for the investigation to end before potentially releasing him. Next up, is Hook headed to WWE? There's more rumors that current AEW talent Hook could end up in the WWE when his current deal with AEW expires. SE Scoops is exclusively reporting SE Scoops has learned that Hook Tyler Sinurcha is interested in exploring his options in free agency once his contract with All Elite Wrestling expires later this year. A source familiar with WWE's recruitment strategy commented, "I can see WWE clearly being interested in him. There may have been rumors before that Hook might be headed to WWE. Although he doesn't fit into the mold of the traditional larger-than-life wrestler, he has an interesting ring style and an it factor that makes him stand out from other wrestlers. While AEW has done a good job transforming him into a star, some fans believe he could go further in the WWE under Triple H's guidance. The days when roided-out monsters were pushed at the expense of smaller wrestlers has changed dramatically, but Hook could face problems standing out in the WWE and may be better suited to AEW where he knows the push he's getting. Then again, AEW's continued woes may make Hook think it's time to get off the sinking ship." Next up, a former WWE champ returning soon? Or when is Braun Strowman returning to the ring? Well, the Monster Among Men recently returned to WWE in 2022 after his shocking release in 2021. However, just when Strowman was getting warmed up, he was injured and has been out of action for nearly a year as he updated fans at a signing for Fanatics Live. Really good, feeling good. Just waiting on that doctor to say go. We're right there in the home stretch. Could feel the tension in the air. So May 1st, I got hurt. I had surgery June 1st, so I had a CT scan back in January. The bones are very close to being fused up. That feeling I got a metal plate and 4 screws in my neck now, but it ain't gonna stop me. Braun was teaming with Ricochet prior to his injury and the duo showed promise. Since then, they've been pushing Ricochet in singles action, so it'll be interesting to see if the WWE renews the two superstars' partnership or move on to a different program. Strowman, who enjoyed time in the main event, seemed to lose a step when he returned to the WWE in 2022, and it's unknown whether Triple H sees him as a main eventer again or someone better used to put over other talent. While the draft is coming soon, don't be surprised if Braun returns then. Are you guys looking forward to Braun Strowman's return? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, Zelina Vega caught up in social media problems. And what's going on with Zelina Vega on X? Vega recently revealed that she had to reactivate her account after a prop maker leveled accusations at her. Well, I had to reactivate Twitter just to correct people. Screenshots, photos and videos to come. Last thing, my husband and I are scammers, so time to make things clear. All of it. And for the people who want to threaten, lie and create fake news scam scenarios to jump on the hate train because they think it's fun and cool for social media, do better, because you're about to be proven very wrong. The controversy arose after a prop maker complained online about their experience working with her. While the various messages are too lengthy to include here, we'll include a link at the end of the video, but here's a summary from Wrestling about how Vega is now facing allegations made by a prop maker who claims that the former women's tag team champion not only underpaid her, but wasted her time. In a lengthy Instagram post, Mecha Masumi claimed that they designed, printed, and hand-stoned the Mecha Chancellor Vega wore in a recent WrestleMania entrance attire and that the star severely underpaid them. The Wrestling Inc. report also noted, unfortunately, Vega seems to be facing allegations from multiple fronts. Here's an excerpt from one of Vega's tweets where she addressed the complaints. "I do not want any hate sent to any of the people, including Mecha, or the situations that I'm about to clear up. If you're a fan of mine, please don't. This is meant to be Twitter fun, but I do have the right to defend myself. Excuse the slow responses as it's a travel day. None of my other gear makers have ever had an issue with me, and if they did, we handled it in person." Next up, did WWE drop another Uncle Howdy clue? Is Uncle Howdy returning to WWE? Although the creepy character didn't make many appearances in WWE, his appearances during the late great Bray Wyatt's 2022 to 2023 WWE run were enough to get the fans talking about him and what his connection was to Bray. They had teased Howdy's return lately, including one that the WWE's recent documentary and recent technical glitch on Raw showed. Now, a recent tweet has fans paying attention after the WWE posted a tantalizing tweet with the word "hello" appearing multiple times. The WWE deleted the tweet, and based on social media chatter, they'll be tuning into SmackDown for further clues. Do you think Uncle Howdy is returning to WWE? Let us know in the comments down below. And finally, Akebono, rest in peace. Last but not least, we're saddened to report the death of Akebono, who enjoyed a successful run as a sumo wrestler and also competed in MMA and pro wrestling. Fans will likely remember Akebono best for his appearance at WrestleMania 21, where he defeated the Big Show in a sumo match. The Hawaiian-born sumo reached the prestigious rank of Yokozuna and parlayed his success into other martial arts and pro wrestling. He sadly died from heart failure at only age 54. But there you have it, folks, the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know. Be sure to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.